Happy Thursday. Thank you for tuning in to Relationship Entertainment TV. I'm your host, Felicia Dortch, with the news you can use and the ish you don't want to miss. All right, guys, I have some news for you. This is just simply unbelievable. So just on Tuesday, I was discussing with you about the different COVID vaccines. I know you're like, oh my God, can we do something other than COVID? I mean, this has completely threw me for a loop to the point where I am totally discombobulated, okay? And please forgive me for not giving you your black known fact or unknown fact there is, because I was really in a hurry to get this out to you, and it just totally slipped my mind, being totally honest with you, okay? So we were talking about the COVID vaccine opportunities or options. Let me say options, not opportunities. And, you know, we're about to have the third one, which was Johnson & Johnson, the Janssen vaccine. I also found out that Merck, which is a company, a pharmaceutical company, will be creating one or have one available soon. So then there'll be 4 options. As soon as that one, I get more information on Merck, I'll give it to you as well. But what I wanted to tell you today, as I was doing my research about things that was going on here in Houston, because I am in Houston, Texas, the governor on yesterday had a major announcement, so I tend to watch those more often than I used to because of everything that's going on in this Jumanji time of life that we're having, because I swear we're definitely in a Jumanji game. I told the twins the other day that at this point, if someone posts on the news and say that we're going to have an infestation of elephants, I probably wouldn't even think anything of it, because literally it has been going nuts since 2020 started, and now we're in 2021, and I'm just confused. I wake up every day to figure out what we're doing next, and that's even with the weather, okay? So I went back. I actually missed the announcement, and I was so shocked because usually when it's something major, I see it up and down my timeline. So I went back and I was like, oh, let me find out what he actually talked about. Because I was pretty sure it had something to do with the COVID numbers, or maybe they were increasing the vaccination sites or what have you. So I went and I looked up the video, and come to find out, on March 10th, our mask mandate is no more. Yes, I know you're probably looking at me like, are you serious? Yes, the mask mandate here in Texas is no more. Businesses are allowed to open at 100%. They can choose to make you come in with a mask, or they can choose to not worry about the mask. Now, this announcement comes at a point where they just announced to continue wearing your mask, make sure you're social distancing. They're still doing the virtual learning for the kids. The businesses are maybe at 50% capacity. Here in Houston, they had this huge thing about this bar or this nightclub that had all these people in it. And then our numbers were so high. Our positivity rate was well above 8. At that time, I think it was 12%. Hospitals were at capacity. So they were pushing people to wear this mask. Not even a month later, he announces that all businesses can choose what they want to do. Open everything. Just open Texas. Put the kids back in school with or without a mask. And they just announced that we have a new strand of COVID here in Houston that's almost 5 times worse than the first one. And as I told you on Tuesday, there were, I believe, 16 other variants. Well, the one that they're really concerned with is the one that's just wreaking havoc in the UK, Africa, New York, and now in Houston. I'm not sure of other places because I didn't research other places. But it's pretty bad here in Houston, in Harris County, which is the county that I live in. So everyone is pretty much in an uproar. It seems like after I went and looked at the video from our governor, that's when I saw it up and down my timeline. And of course, Facebook jumps on the bandwagon. So you can do these little memes where I choose to still wear a mask. And then you have some people that, they never wore the mask from the start, so they're pretty happy about it. There was a poll on the news that I saw, and I'm not kidding you. This is exactly what it says. Do you think your governor is nuts? Are you still going to wear your mask? You don't care either way it go. So do you think your governor is nuts was at 49%? Are you still going to wear your mask? I believe it was above 40 something percent. And I don't care either way. I can't remember exactly what that was, but it was pretty low percentage. Our mayor, Sylvester Turner, he got on and made an announcement, as well as the, I think she's the county judge, Judge Hidalgo got on there, and they're encouraging people to continue. They were very disappointed on him stopping the mandate as of March 10th. We do believe that it's going to cause us to go right back into a lockdown because people are going to start to get sick. This new strand of COVID, I'm going to do my research on it so I can come back and give you this information to protect yourselves, because it's not just in Houston. You know, I'm pretty sure it's in other states as well that they're finding. It's bad. Like, it attacks your lungs just like the first COVID strand was doing, but at a more rapid rate, and it's severely contagious. Like, you remember at the beginning, they were like, oh, it's airborne, or it's droplet precaution. Oh, you touch, you know, they couldn't figure out how people were getting it. Well, this one is almost like instant. You know, if that person's contagious, he's just made everyone get it, you know, so it's pretty dangerous is what they're saying. I'm definitely going to do more research so I can bring the information to you. But after they have confirmed cases here in Harris County, now he comes and announced that we don't have to wear a mask. I'm a registered nurse. You know, even I don't have to have someone tell me to wear the mask or not wear the mask, because I'm going to do what I need to do to protect myself and my family. My concern is that with the governor stopping this mandate, then I feel like companies, employers are going to start forcing their people to come back and may not have things, you know, COVID friendly like everyone's been doing. When I went to Golden Corral the other day, which I was shocked it was even open, but I went to Golden Corral and they have a person standing there waiting to hand you a glove, waiting to put hand sanitizer in your hand, and you definitely have to wear a mask unless you're sitting at your table. I'm afraid that all of that will go away. I'm really hoping, because I see so many people are upset about it. Business are happy that they can bring more people in, but they're also scared. One bar member was on the news, and he said he's excited about being able to let more people in, but he's still going to make them wear a mask. You know, and so everyone's a little confused as to these confirmed cases of a COVID strand that's worse than the other one, almost 5 times worse than the other one. And you're telling people to just not worry about it, put all the kids back in school, don't worry about a mask. And I guess it's just a toss up, but let's see what happens. You know, it's almost a game of roulette. You know, we're just going to shake it up and see. And it's really scary for me. I've already talked to my kids about this, and the people in my house know we're going to wear the mask. You know, we're not going to do anything different than we've been doing. We're going to continue to social distance. I'm hoping that my company, which they're usually very understanding about things, is not determining, you know, to try to force us to come back and be around each other, you know, because once we leave, you don't know who that person's around. And then they come back to work. The same as with the flu. We try to encourage them not to come to work when you're sick, because then you're going to get everybody else sick. And I have my own office. I have a door to my office, but I talk to people all day. You know, people are in and out of my office all day long. So then it'll be me putting the mask on, taking the mask off, putting the mask on, you know, and then I have to worry about touching the Xerox machine or the copier or the coffee mug. You know, it's a lot to have to be concerned with, because you have this in the back of your mind that they have a new COVID strain that's worse. They still don't have enough vaccinations, or the vaccinations are so confusing that people don't even know what to do with them. On top of that, they said on the news that 977 people have died from getting the COVID vaccination. So you have all of that to be concerned with, on top of now, there's no mandate, you know, so people can just pretty much do whatever. And the sad thing is that we had to tell people to wash their hands and take precautions. You shouldn't have to tell people to do that, but now you have to take extra precautions, because now they're not being washed. Nobody's telling them to wash their hands. Nobody's going to be squirting Germ-X into their hands when they walk into somewhere. So it's almost a free for all. So I told my kids, I said, I guess we'll have to walk around with a pack of gloves and a bunch of masks, because when we walk in the store, I don't let them touch anything. You don't touch anything that we're not physically putting in the basket, you know, and You know how kids, they want to, oh, can I get this? Grab this. No, don't touch anything. Don't touch anybody. It's really scary. But I wanted to come on here and tell you to start looking at the news and find out what your local community is doing, what your governor is doing. I'm pretty sure this is going to continue state to state. If I'm not mistaken, Mississippi is doing the same thing. So far, Texas and Mississippi is all that I personally know about. I'm very disappointed in this decision. I think it's very reckless, especially coming as a nursing standpoint. Our nurses are exhausted. The hospitals are over capacity. And now we have a new strand here in Houston. So please continue to stay vigilant. Get your COVID test. Please make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Wash your hands continuously. Keep your mask on. No one should have to tell you to protect you and your family. I understand there are some people out there that are happy about this because they get to go back to work full time. The hours are increasing. They need the money. I get it. But please be careful. You have to do what you have to do for your family. If this has taught me anything, it's taught me that I have to do this for me and my kids. You have to do it for you. It shouldn't take the governor to tell you anything. It shouldn't take the mayor. We're all adults. So I just wanted to bring that to you, and you may want to start checking any type of announcements that your governor may be making, or just do a little research to see if there's any talks about it. But I hope you enjoyed this, and sorry I have to bring up COVID again, but I felt like this was extremely important. So thank you so much for tuning in to Relationship Entertainment TV. This is Felicia Dortch with the news you can use and the issue you don't want to miss. I'll see you Tuesday.